All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Game Tasting.
Different, though.
It's a little bit different, yeah. We're not talking about a specific game or anything this
Maybe
time.
a profession?
Yeah, kind of more of a profession. And as you
Personality?
Yeah.
Sorry.
As you may have noticed, we also have a guest with us once again. And we'll have you introduce yourself. But just let you know, hey, welcome back. How's your mom doing? Is she
I hope
still
your mom's
doing
doing good. I need to go grab my iPad real quick.
Okay.
I have questions for him.
Okay, go grab your little helper there.
Is this thing in the cut?
Why not?
Why
Keep
not?
it.
You know
Keep
what?
it.
While he's gone, introduce yourself. Like, what's your name? What do you do? Yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Curtis Jones, a.k.a. Zip Maste Flex. And any one of these bad boys, I'm Curtis Jones, a.k.a. Zip Maste Flex. I am an esports caster and host. And, man, I just love doing it, man. I do mainly fighting games, but I definitely do whatever pays me. Yes.
Nice. That's what it's all about. And, yeah, so actually a couple episodes ago, we had another guest on, Chris, where we talked about EVO, just kind of the event as a whole. So this kind of is like sort of going down a little bit of a rabbit hole as far as the whole fighting game scene and the whole shoutcasting, side of things. So we always kind of ask our guests some initial questions. First off, what was like, as far as what you can remember, what was like the first game that you like that got you into games in general?
That got me into games?
Yeah.
Ooh, wait.
This isn't my mic.
Oh, you know what? Oh, my man was talking into a White Claw.
I was talking to White Claw. My bad.
Yes, sir. Okay, the first game, you know what? This is going to set me back, bro. I'm old. My first game that got me into games was a old Atari game called Karate.
Karate?
Just karate.
Just karate.
Karate, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
So was it a stick guy, and he just like?
Yeah, you were just
like
a little poorly animated, pixelated guy.
All right.
And you could kick, bro. That was
all
it.
right.
You literally could
destined
kick.
for fighting games. If
Oh
that was
my
your first
God.
fucking game.
That was
my first game
That
ever.
makes sense. That makes sense.
It does.
Wow. So like, that is I think the oldest game that's been like an answer on the show. No one's gone as far as Atari. Usually it's been like
PlayStation 1.
Sega Genesis, kind of that. But like,
N64.
dang, yeah, an Atari game. All right, cool.
So my older brother had Atari, right? Obviously, I'm 36, but I'm not old enough for Atari,
that
really.
old, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not old enough really for Atari, right? But so like, obviously, I'm just a little kid. I think he tells me I think I was 3 when I first beat that game. And so I beat that, and then around that time is when we got a Nintendo, and then when I was 4, I beat Mario, the first Nintendo.
So SNES. So
Yeah.
Or
No,
NES.
yeah.
NES.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, hell yeah.
Yeah, you
when I
almost
was 4, I beat
just
Mario.
embarrassed yourself, dude.
My man's like Super Nintendo, first Nintendo. Yeah.
They just started out super.
You know what's good is that in Asia, we didn't call it NES. We called it Famicom.
I know what you're talking about.
It's
Yes.
supposed to be the family computer.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so growing up, I was like asking my cousins, like, hey, can I come over and play some Famicom? So
They're
I
like,
was like,
what are you talking about?
come to America. I was like, what the fuck?
This is America. We call it Nintendo.
Yep.
Okay, so if that was your first game, now I want to know who you think is the baddest bitch of gaming. Not bitch in like a derogatory term for the record.
Oh, stop it. They know what you meant. They know what you meant. If Meg can run around calling herself the baddest bitch, then y'all know what he's talking about.
There we go.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
All right.
right.
Yeah.
But
So
no,
who is it? Okay, any game.
any
game.
game, bro. It's a two-way tie.
Oh shit.
Two-way tie.
Oh shit.
Bayonetta
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
and Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Hold on.
Oh, Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Come on, bro.
Wait, Bayonetta, which hairstyle though? You like the short haircut or like
Or like the
the
librarian.
updo? Yeah.
Or short.
The
short
short.
when I call the librarian here.
The
yeah.
librarian.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
librarian.
You don't like the thing up here, like where
The beehive?
Yeah, the beehive.
I'm not even gonna act like I don't like it, but I mean, look.
If you had to choose, it would. Be
If I had to choose to be
yeah.
the librarian, which is actually weird because I don't like women with short haircuts. Like, I will always be like, if I'm with you, like, don't you cut that.
There's a thing now,
It
though.
takes
There's
a
like
special kind.
there's like a common like ground between those two chicks, bro. They would step on you, no problem.
That's true because Ivy also has the short hair.
Yes. Yeah, she has short gray hair.
You got to be a dommy mommy if you want to rock the short hair. I think.
Yes. You're right.
I think the Rhea Ripley.
Well, she got long hair though. She used to go
short
short.
hair.
She used to go short. She has longer.
No,
now.
right now it's short.
Right now it's short.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Guys. You know what? We're supposed to be talking about gaming, but we just brought up something. I got to look, man. I have a friend, and look.
All right.
Rhea Ripley is hot. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, Liv Morgan, huh?
No. That's not where I'm going with this. Where I'm going with this is my friend called her God's gift. And I'm like,
Rhea Ripley, they called God's gift?
yes. I'm like, okay, look, bro,
wrestling?
she's bad.
No,
No,
just
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 how
just to-
bad she is,
oh,
bro.
okay.
And I'm like, yo, she look good, bro, but like, relax, my boy.
Well,
am I tripping?
Let me ask you. Have you seen what she looked like before WWE?
No.
Totally different. And honestly, if I saw her, like, if I was to compare
At HEB.
pre WWE versus after, I'd go pre WWE like easy.
No way.
Yes, dude.
No way.
what?
Okay, I disagree with this for the record. I think that Rhea Ripley now, phenomenal. I like the Dommy Mommy thing. But like the whole thing is like, I don't know if you watch wrestling, because I do.
I don't.
Right? Like there's this chick, Liv Morgan. Boom, here's a picture right here. And she is right now, in my opinion, the best looking.
Okay.
Not wrestling.
Who would you say out of all the female wrestlers is the best wrestler though?
Charlotte Flair.
Really?
Ric Flair's daughter, yeah.
I mean, she's been at it for a while.
She's been in the business,
she's
I think
got the
longer than
experience, yeah.
I've been alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I forgot the other fucking questions we usually ask.
I think the other one's kind of
got horny
kind of
brain.
an easy one where it's just like, what's your favorite genre of game? But
Oh.
I have an idea what yours might be.
No, because you're going to
Imagine.
think it's fighting games. You're going to
Yeah,
think it's fighting games.
I
No.
would think
It's
so.
not fighting
My
games.
favorite genre is low-key dead right now, and is turn-based JRPGs. Bro.
No, what?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
For real?
That is my favorite genre of game. That's what I grew up like. I spent
Wow.
so many hours.
Okay.
It was go to school, go to basketball practice. Hey, Kurt, you want to come hang out? Hell no. I'm about to go home and play Xenogears. Like, I was going home and playing JRPGs.
Okay. So you agree that Final Fantasy Tactics is one of the greatest games ever made?
One of the
then?
greatest games of all time. Of all time.
It's a good
We're
one.
back to
No
Final Fantasy
question.
again.
You can't escape it, dude. You can't escape it. I don't know if you've watched any of our previous episodes, but like,
Dude.
Final Fantasy comes up every fucking episode, every single time.
We don't
Really?
even try.
We don't. Yeah, it's just naturally. It always comes up in some way. If it's not 14, it's some other one. And last one, I got this pillow. Well, this was
That's Kingdom
But
Hearts.
the other one somewhere around here is
behind
Behind me.
Final
Oh,
Fantasy.
That
what
was
we got?
for
There you
yeah,
go.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's got the little black mage on the back.
Yeah.
And choke. Yeah.
Like when I was in Japan, like I went to the Final Fantasy cafe.
Yeah. It
Like-
just always comes up. It always comes up. And
I don't
so-
even mean to. Like he's the one that brought it up this time.
Yeah.
It wasn't us.
Actually,
No,
technically,
actually, you brought it up.
You brought up
You
tactics.
brought it up.
Okay, yeah, got me. Got his ass.
Got it.
Okay, so to the folks that already kind of heard what Curtis has done, like some of the shit that he kind of is into, there's like some questions, like some proper questions that like I was like, oh, I wanna ask it.
Yeah.
You want to get started real quick?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
So we're gonna maybe separate this into two segments. One, which is the esports side of things, and second, the youth side of things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we'll start with the esports side. So, what was your journey into the esports commentary? How did you get started, and what motivated you to kind of pursue that field / career? Right?
Okay. Simply put, it's long-winded, but it's very simple. It was an accident, like most people that get into esports. Literally. Right? So so we'll go back competitively. I've always been playing video games. Competitively, I started in Gears of War 2. Then I went to Gears of War 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
And then I had a little hiatus, and then I was like, oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is so fun. Oh. And I was playing it, and I stunk, and I tried to get better. I couldn't get better. I kept getting whooped at locals, and I went to 2 majors for it, smashed on. And then I started playing Killer Instinct.
KI.
Killer Instinct is where I started to be like, I'm actually a good fighting game player. Like,
Nice.
I can actually do stuff in this game. I got my first offline top 8 in that game. I got, some onlines. I've beaten some of the best players in sets. I'm like, okay, I love this. So I started running a tournament series online.
Oh,
Running.
Now,
Okay.
You were the organizer. You're
Yes.
the TO.
Yes.
What?
Right. So I'm running this tournament series. It's called the Shadow Arena. Poor production. Horrible. Horrible. But everybody loved it. It was fun.
If you had to compare it to like early Team Spooky quality,
Which one were you?
Worse.
Worse? Oh, shit.
Bro, it was terrible. Dog, all it was me straight from my Xbox.
okay,
Right?
Oh, damn. No OBS.
You
no
know what I'm
nothing.
saying, bro?
with like the
straight
Xbox
from the
mic
Xbox.
kind of thing.
Yes, sir. Straight from the Xbox, and all it was pure gameplay, no cutaways, no nothing. And it was just me. And here's the thing: I wasn't even commentating it, dog. I was just talking to the stream while the fights were going on. If something happened, I'd be like, "Oh shit, damn, oh," you know what I mean? Like that was it.
That was before, like, what's up, chat? That you were doing it before.
Dog. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh.
There was nothing to it. But people thought it was funny, and they called that commentary, right? Some of the people... Killer Instinct is a group of people that are not true fighting game players, and they're not true esports people, right? So they didn't have an inkling either, like me. Like, so when we got into... I kept doing that, and now we'll get to the end of it. I got to a tournament called Combo Clash in San Antonio, and Brandon Alexander, of any KI people, y'all know him. He's like the guy that ran the Ultra Tour. Mm-hmm. I got 9th in that tournament.
Whoa.
And then they went to the break to go to top 8. There's a funny clip of me on that too. Like whenever I lost, I choked it. Like it was the final game, final decision. I choked it, and I literally am wrapping my controller up on stage. And there's a guy that sends me this clip all the time. Fire Liger. He goes, I'm wrapping my controller up, just yelling, choke. I was so mad, bro. But anyway, I get 9th. I go to get a drink. I get a call, and then they were like, "Hey, Brandon wants you to come back and do commentary." And I was like, "What? Okay." And I drive back over. I did commentary. People liked it, and then I'll stop there. I just kept.
That's
just
the
trying to do
story
it.
of it.
Yeah.
Wow, KI. So
Yeah.
explain to the folks what KI is, in case they don't know.
Killer Instinct.
It's an old game,
I was
right?
gonna ask y'all a question, but I'll ask it later. I'll ask it later.
Okay.
Killer Instinct is one of the most unique fighting games ever. It is.
Talk up.
It is a fighting game where on the receiving end of damage, you still have to make decisions. On offense, you have to make decisions, and in mid game, like you're playing neutral like any other game. But it's also like mad, wild, kind of anime-ish. Like it takes an element from every single fighting game you could possibly think of, and there's games that have taken elements from them, like breaker systems in games to get out of combos. That's from Killer Instinct.
That's KI.
Yeah, but, whenever
you
you hear like the announcer that's like combo breaker, that's Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today I learned.
Yeah. Like, bro, think about what is the first Mortal Kombat that got the boom, get off me?
Yeah.
That was probably
8.
actually I don't know, like the big kind of flashy one that might have even just been the most recent one, Mortal Kombat 1. They technically had like a way to break out of combos in 11, but it was just like you just fall out. There was no like flashy kind of like, combo broken kind of thing.
Exactly.
So-
but that's what I'm saying. That concept
Yeah.
That concept was from Killer Instinct 2013.
Really?
The concept of V-Trigger. Street Fighter never had an install mode or a mode where you went, oh, I'm losing, bam, you pop that mode and you win, right? That's Instinct mode from Killer Instinct.
Or like,
a lot
I guess
of games
X
copied each
Factor
other.
basically what that is? Like
X
from MVC3?
Factor,
For
X
MVC?
Factor, kinda. X Factor, kinda. The whole reason why
That come from
V-Trigger,
behind thing.
the whole reason why V-Trigger is a copy of that, which I won't even call. People, they all copy each other. Killer Instinct 2013 is a copy of Street Fighter 4. That's where they got
Yeah.
their builds from, their molds from. So right, so you're not copying each other. You're just finding. You're like, wait, that's fire, and I need that in my game. And you right, but no, V trigger is instinct because instinct you would pop instinct. It was a get off me tool, and you got new mechanics on your character.
Oh.
That
so
is
it's-
what V trigger
okay.
is.
Okay.
Oh, so I wanted to ask. So I know I've seen Killer Instinct have characters from different IPs. They have like the Battletoad guy, and then they have like
The one that I
Halo
was surprised,
guy.
yeah, the Arbiter from
Arbiter
Halo.
from
is in
Halo.
it. Like
What
that
the
was what I
fuck?
was like, what is going on in this
Yeah.
game?
So is it like? So I was like, is this the fucking Super Smash the fighting game? Like,
Well, no, they're Microsoft, so they get ROM and
That's right.
Arbiter.
It was one of the launch titles on Xbox
One.
One,
Yes.
right? Yes.
oh really?
Yeah. So it's a Microsoft title. That makes sense actually. Now that I
But
think about it.
Battletoads is Nintendo.
Battletoads is Rare. Microsoft bought Rare right before Season 3 dropped. So once they got Rare, they were like, cool, and they
own it.
built him. And they put Rash in the game.
So when are they gonna put Banjo-Kazooie in Killer Instinct? That's what I'm asking.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have rather had him because I don't think the Battletoads are that cool, to be honest. I don't think they're that cool. So I would have rather had Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know.
They should have put Hihachi in there
Look,
or
wait,
Bison.
hold on. How could they do that?
I don't know.
Look, I just like Heihachi, okay? I would put him in every game.
That's not my fucking problem. Make it work.
I put him, honestly, I could see him in Call of Duty Warzone now. They're putting Homelander in there. They're putting Nicki Minaj. Why not Heihachi?
Jesus
I
Christ.
can see it.
So now, let me ask you, since we know a little bit about your history of like how you got started into commentating, so what event has been the most memorable for you as a commentator?
That answer would have been very different if Evo didn't just happen.
I was about to guess that.
The new best moment as a commentator was casting Killer Instinct at Evo because Microsoft came back, put money on top, blah, blah, blah. Did a little tour. My homie that I've been friends with since we were competing in KI, right? And now we've become best friends. We talk every single day, hang out at events, all that, right? Travel, all that jazz together. And how do I preface this? Because I want y'all to feel the full moment.
Go ahead,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so his first offline tournament ever, he pulled up, he plays me second round, I beat him. I'm running through my bracket, and then I got put down the match before the match to bank 9th place. So I think it was the 17th place match. I got knocked down into the losers, and they were like, Zip Maste Flex, you're versus Doc Chronicle. And I was like, what the heck? Him again? I play him again. I double and limit. So then, like 6 months later, we joined a team called Hollywood, and we're homies, and we're getting to know each other and all that stuff. Time passes, and I transition into commentary. He keeps competing in multiple fighting games, right? Like I stopped competing after Soul Calibur 6. I think that was the last one I came.
Yeah, that was the one with like the Witcher dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Geralt,
Yep. So that was the last game I competed in. But anyway, I just fully went into commentary. He went into fighting games. And then I was having a resurgence. He was like, man, you know what would be dope? It would be full circle. Like, me and you had to start. You double and limit me. I got to your level. You went to go do commentary. What if I win a major in your casting? Every offline that was happening, he kept losing. So it was never happening. And then we finally get to Evo. Like, we go all the way, full circle to Evo. I'm casting top 6, and he wins it. And then they called me and was like, come put the medal on him. And I got to come out there and put the medal on my boy's neck after he won Evo.
God.
And then when we got off the stage, my boy dapped me up. He was like, bro, we did it.
Wait, so he's the dude who won KI?
Yeah.
Is your boy?
Heck yeah.
Dude, I was watching. I was at home, and I tuned in. Me and Mario.
Yeah.
So we tuned in to KI. I was like, "Yo, that's fucking Curtis!" Right? So he's like, "Yo, it's him." And then, we watched the medal ceremony. I didn't know that. Yo, that story is sick.
Yeah, bro.
That's
There's
the kind of
so
shit.
much to it.
Dude, that's what I love about the FGC just in general. Like that shit that happens Like it's honestly like well, I was about to say something that would have gotten you a little bit mad at me, but it's like WWE with like the interpersonal.
I get it.
It's like the interpersonal relationships between the fighters, like these crazy stories that happen outside the game and that lead to these like great moments at tournaments. I love that.
Oh my
shit.
god, I love
it.
that.
Yeah.
Dude, that is awesome.
That is definitely
Dude,
my
your
favorite
homies
moment.
With a fucking Evo champ.
I know.
He got a Victus
And you got to
gold
cast
stick.
it. That's great.
And you
That's
were the
great.
one casting it.
That's great.
I mean, hey, shout out Sleep, man. Sleep was actually, remember I talked about the team Hollywood?
Yeah.
Hollywood Sleep. He's the Evo champion, and then he started that team. And then, boom. And he's one of my best friends,
Nice.
too.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 Evo homies.
Nice.
This guy,
Very nice.
homie with Evo champions, no problem. Medals, golden fight sticks and all.
I don't have none, though. Freaking wish.
They need to fucking give you like a golden mic.
Man, come on
for
now.
real.
Hey, no. That's what I'm talking about
That's
right
what
there.
I'm talking
I
about.
need that.
Dude, a golden mic. I'm telling you. Damn, that was sick. What a memorable story. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's good.
That's like a life memory. Like
yeah.
that's
See, that's
Yeah.
like bucket list. Like on your deathbed, I'm like, that happened, so I can like die happy, kind of shit. Like,
Dude, so it's crazy because we had an Evo episode with Chris, and we were literally talking about the thing is with Evo, you don't know what's gonna happen.
yeah.
It could be some no name, it can be someone who's established, but the stories and legends are made not. To be fair, it's not at like the other majors, like Combo Breaker, CEO, all fantastic majors, but history is made in Evo.
Yeah.
Evo has a small prize pool if you compare it to the other majors, but your name establishes there.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Evo as a whole, that whole tournament was like, that was one of the, barring the whole pay for the finals and you can't get in there thing.
What?
You
See, I didn't even look. I never plan on doing that well, so I'm flying back on finals day, so I never actually go to finals.
So I go to Evo strictly to watch the finals. That is
Okay.
the main reason I go. And the format is normally you buy, tickets to go to Evo
Right.
Yeah.
or to compete or just, spectator or competitor or whatever. And then on Sunday, you have to buy a separate badge to go
To the finals.
to go to the finals.
Really?
Okay?
Is it because it's at a separate venue?
No. It's just because you want to go watch the finals.
Okay.
Right? Like, because you could still go into the, well, actually, wait, I might be wrong here. I'm pretty sure, but I'm never there, so I'm always in the arena. But I think that the other portion is open for, like, casuals and stuff like that if you want to go play, right? But you pay extra to go to the, this year, and Rick, if you see this, I love you, dog. Please fix it next year, bro. But this year, it was all coupled in. So you paid for the whole thing, and then the arena was first come, first serve. So you paid for going to the arena, but you just couldn't go. Like, it was just packed. You just couldn't go in.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I was not happy with it.
So unless
That's-
you're there like early morning.
Yes, the people that got there super early, they just stayed there the whole day, and you were just screwed. You couldn't go in.
That
But-
does suck.
Hey, yo,
But no, what
props
else?
to those dudes that went there at like 6 a.m. in the morning and
I
stayed till like
know.
fucking 11 p.m. at night. When,
I
when
like
Punk-
fighting games.
I love
but-
fighting games, but no damn.
I got
Nah.
I got shit to do.
I'm saying.
All right. So we now know the most memorable story for the event, right?
Yeah.
How about outside of the event? What's the craziest shit that go down?
For this Evo?
No, any.
Any?
Craziest crazy.
The craziest thing at any event.
Yeah. Like you hear about like these like
Crazy like parties afterwards,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not really a party animal. Like, I do
Hey,
stuff.
I'm
No,
the
I
same.
do stuff, but like, I don't. Like, if it starts getting too crazy, bro, because I think about it. I started in the FGC, like older, like, and I have.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
anybody out there that doesn't know, bro, I have a 18-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son, right? So I was older with, mid-age kids, right? So I didn't really go out as much at that time. Now, if you ask me about stories when I was younger, like, that's crazy stories. But majors, like, nah, I don't really do stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen crazy stuff happen. Here, this isn't even a party one, but I'll give you
All right,
one.
let's hear it.
One time, we was at Killer Instinct World Cup, bro.
Okay.
2017.
Where we're at?
San Antonio.
Okay.
So we're at the World Cup, and everybody was like, "Hey, let's go to they were gonna have a salty suite." So they're like, "Let's go
Hell
to
yeah.
this room. It's on this rooftop suite." Da 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 da. And as we're walking back over there, a dude busts down and has a seizure in the lobby, brother. We was like, "Yo, what?" Whole charade happens. Everybody's trying to hold him up. Everybody calls the people. He gets scooped up by the ambulance. And as he's on the ambulance, he's like acting like we did something wrong as he's getting taken away. We're like, what the heck's going on? And then as soon as he gone, everybody goes up to the room and we just got blasted and party, bro. Like it was game time. You know what I'm saying? Wild night.
He knew it's because he knew what he was gonna miss. Like that.
He was
Like,
pissed.
fuck the seizure. Let me stay for the party.
He was pissed
Yeah.
as hell. He's like, of all the times, now seizure. For real.
Oh
That's
my
so
god.
good. Man, I'm
Fucking
learning a
start-
lot about you today, bro.
He started button mashing in real life.
Shit.
Oh wait, that's not cool. I shouldn't be doing. I don't know why the fuck I did that.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh man. So let's get back into like the esports thing before I want to go back and talk about you, bro. Because you a specimen. So with esports constantly evolving, what trends do you see that is gonna shape the industry, and how do you think you can stay ahead of the curve and stay relevant in that like category, right?
All right, check this out. 2XKL.
Yeah.
I actually just got into like
you got into the beta?
someone told me like Sonic Fox is dropping codes right now, and I'm like, I don't even watch Twitch. I like went on Twitch, found his channel, clicked on the first link I saw, and got in.
I'm still waiting.
I have a code. You need it? Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's only like a couple days left, but get your games in.
I
bro.
mean, I'll try.
It's a
Get your
little
games.
wonky right now because like you basically, if you're going to use any sort of controller, like a fight stick or controller, you have to like unplug your keyboard and your mouse and everything because it's got some weird thing where if it detects your mouse or keyboard, it like keeps trying to swap in between, and like the controls are weird.
That
At least
has not
some.
happened to me.
Oh really? That's what's happening to me.
Are you on Fight Stick?
No, I'm playing with a pad. I'm playing
You're
with a
on pad?
Victrix, yeah.
Yeah, it keeps like the button
Damn, we
prompts
got-
on screen keep like switching in between like keyboard and
Really?
controller and
I'll
everything.
try-
One of my homies plays fight stick and he's good.
No, he's not on a stick.
And my other
He's-
homie, the dude I play 2v2s with every day, he's playing on Hitbox. A modded Hitbox.
Yeah, I'm on a modded hitbox, so like,
Yeah.
we'll see. I bought another fucking Fight Stick, and it's like,
Another one?
Yeah.
How many do you have now?
fucking like, let's say 3 or 4. I don't know.
Okay.
What's your
That's
oldest
actually
one?
not
What's
as
your
many as I
oldest
thought it was
one?
gonna be.
What's your
The
oldest
oldest one is a Street Fighter 4 controller from Mad Catz.
Damn.
The TE. Yeah.
My oldest fight stick is it's like a Soul Calibur 5 one.
That's old.
Which yeah,
Very.
when did 5 come out? A
Bruh.
while ago
Oh,
now.
Yeah, a
Actually,
long time ago.
My oldest is the fucking Tekken 5 for the PS2, and to use it, you need like an adapter from PS2 to USB. That's fucking. It sucks.
What about you? What's your
What's
oldest?
your oldest stick?
Well, my oldest one was a collector's edition Killer Instinct one. It was from Evo 2016, but I sold that like 4 months ago. So I don't have any fight stick right now. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I'm starting the leverless thing. I love it. I'm enjoying it. But
Never
yeah,
tried it.
so 2XKO, you think is how you stay ahead of the curve?
Oh no. So that was just you asked how with how esports is changing.
Yeah.
Right. Hold on. Do the question again.
So let me
Let's do
hit
this
you with
again.
it again. So with
Redo.
esports constantly evolving, what trends do you see shaping the industry, and how do you stay ahead of the curve?
Okay, there we go. So trends that I see shaping the industry for fighting games. 2XKO is about to come in and create something that has already been there, which is Street Fighter League.
Oh,
Right? Street Fighter League does something that the rest of the FGC can't do. It creates a team aspect. It creates superstars on teams, and it gives you people to root for, and then somebody to be like, that's the anchor, it's clutch mode. We need him to do this, right? Now you're going to have that with 2XKO.
wait, is 2XKO gonna have a league?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure. I mean, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying the team
mere
aspect.
fact-
Oh, I see.
The mere fact that
team
the game
aspect.
is almost built around like a 2v2 kind of.
I don't like that.
That's what I'm most excited for about
Yes.
that game. Is I've always loved the idea of introducing more of a team aspect in fighting it, which I know it's existed before.
Tekken Tag.
Right, but
Yeah.
but like I don't know. This is different. Like the fact that I don't know. Well, I also like I don't know if you remember back in Mortal Kombat 9, they had a tag team mode, and I was like, why did they never
Follow this up.
follow this up? Like,
Oh,
it's such a-
okay. No. I
you
remember.
remember?
Yes.
You'd be it would work exactly the same as normal Mortal Kombat, and you would push a button, and your tag partner would come in with like some sort of attack depending on what button prompt. And it honestly like it wasn't like the best thing ever, but it was like this is fun. This is a cool idea. Why has this never been followed up on? I want to see more team-based fighting game anything, really. Like I think that's such a cool idea.
So Curtis, that's how you see it shaping with more team stuff?
I think the FGC has needed that for a very long time. I think the FGC in general has always needed spaces for people to be stars. Open bracket works, for people that want to go have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Red Bull Kumite, Capcom Cup,
Tekken World Tour.
Tekken World Tour, all these big
Final
things
Combat.
where people are invited, put on a spectacle, and make you become a fan of somebody, which makes you want to watch them again and see them win again, right? So the FGC, with this team-based format, I think 2XKO is going to follow a route where, you can play open bracket, but then these points are going to make it where you get
The
invited to this
invitationals.
quarterly invitational or whatever, right? So FGC-wise, there's that. And then with everything else, we see obviously money on the line and more sponsors coming in with the Esports World Cup. That's just been going on, right?
in Dubai, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. So all that money on the line, and then if the production value is higher, if there's more money on the line, and if the stakes are high for the players that are coming in to really put on that show, it's going to make for a better product, right? We have to. Esports has to treat it like a sport instead of for funsies. It has to treat it like a sport. It's a marketing tool first, then you use it as a sport, and then you're still going to get the same revenue you were getting, but as a sport, you got to make it where the players have sustainable income, right? And so that's the way it's developing, and I think they're all going in the right direction. I think 2XKO is going to save the FGC in that right because Street Fighter is holding it down by itself right now.
Yeah.
Tekken and all the other games are doing things, but
Well, Tekken is like kind of in their own island, right?
they're all
Because
alone. Yeah,
They have TWT, and like Street Fighter in itself is significantly more accessible to the casual viewer because someone watching Street Fighter understands what's happening. Someone watching Tekken is like, why the fuck is this guy doing like the same move? Why is he not moving, kind of thing. And I think you're right in that aspect, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I could go on forever about this, but I think everybody understands where I'm trying to say. Like, it's just you got to put on spectacles that make products be like, okay, there's a lot of people watching this production. And so that is going to make it where you get more sponsors, more money. Teams can get better sponsors. And one of the reasons I say fighting games needs a space for players to be stars is because you don't get big brands coming out to help them because it's like, okay, you're open bracket. You're going to get shown on stream 2 times during pools. And then you made it to top 8 and you lost the first game. And now we got a total of 15 minutes of stream time from you.
Yeah.
What did I gain from this? Right.
Yeah.
That's why we need the invitational space. That's why we need blah, blah, blah. Anyway, with that being said, the second portion of how do I stay ahead of this, it's something that I have always lacked on in this industry of what I've been trying to do, being a caster and being a host. I don't do enough content and social media management. That's literally that's the base of staying ahead of the curve.
He's telling me like, dude, you need to get on Instagram more and everything.
I say that shit, dude. I haven't touched that thing in like a month. It's so weird.
Yeah, but
Like I have anxiety on it because, dude, I have like fucking 35, 40 messages that I just have not read, and I'm like, I don't even want to open it. I don't even want to be here.
Yeah. Dude, it's such a.
But that is hard.
Our,
though.
is it just an
Is it
our
an
age
age
thing?
thing?
Yeah, I was about to say. Like,
I swear.
because even so, like when I was in high school, like that was when Facebook was like just starting. Like that was at the point where
MySpace
like you
ended.
had to be in college. Like you had to have
Yeah.
a college email address, I think, to get Facebook and stuff like
A
that.
.edu.
Right. And so like that, it was just starting, and like a few of my friends, including like my girlfriend at the time, was just like, get on Facebook, get on Facebook. I'm like, I really don't care. And like she like pressured me to get a Facebook, so I got a Facebook. I never really did anything on it, and that just continued. The rest, I'm like, did people our age just miss the boat on our brains
dog,
like
I was on
syncing
MySpace,
with?
bro.
True.
I was
True.
on MySpace. I was tearing it up on MySpace.
My first social media was Zanga.
Holy fuck, Zynga.
What?
Zynga. Well, Zynga's the mobile.
No. XYNGA is the website, right? ZY.
I thought it was XAN. Whatever.
Whatever.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes, I was on that. My username was Lindsay Lohan Lover. Some numbers.
Did you though?
At the time, yeah. Dude, this was like Freaky Friday.
You know that they're
time,
making a new one,
like,
Freakier Friday.
Stop it.
No, for real. With
Oh no, I'm not saying that. It's not. Just put it in the trash. Throw it away. Get it out of here.
yeah, it's weird. They shouldn't.
Yeah, don't do it.
No, but
Dang.
yeah, I don't know.
Did you see they remade Mean Girls?
Yeah, it's
It's like a musical.
what?
They
It
made
was-
it. They remade it as a musical. I don't know, man.
It's not good.
I don't know.
It's not good.
Well, so okay, again, talking about age, is this just an age thing? Because like I remember, there are movies that came out when we were young that were remakes of movies that were like when my parents were younger, the original version.
Mm-hmm.
Are they thinking the same thing when that version came out for us? Where they're like, why are they even remaking this?
Well,
Like,
there's the difference of the gap of technology when those were made, right? So they made one, and it's a good movie, but
Yeah.
it's like, okay, things look like this now. You can't even go back and watch that, right? But you're trying to tell me that you can't go back and watch Mean Girls? Like, if you want to watch Mean Girls, it does
girls
not
talking
look
to each
bad.
other.
Like,
Why do you need special effects for this?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, something like that. Like,
I
come
know.
on,
Okay,
G.
that's
like,
a good point.
come
yeah.
on.
That's a good point.
Dang. So, do you
We
plan on
went off
improving?
on a tangent on this one.
Do you plan on improving your social media presence?
I
You should. You fucking should. 100%.
no. That's 1,000% facts. I plan on it.
But executing is so different.
Executing
That's
is
what I'm
so
saying.
hard.
When-
like,
like-
I hate social media.
Me too. Like so, you told me to start being more present and everything. And dude, like I was at Evo, and I'm like, all right, this is my opportunity to be like
More social.
I'm gonna like take some pictures or whatever. And I'm like, dude, when I'm like taking my picture, I'm like, I feel so stupid right now. Like, I feel so stupid. And I'm like, what do I tag? What do I like comment on this? Like I don't know. Everything I type, I'm like, this just sounds stupid. Everything I do is stupid. All right.
When I was younger, I never understood why there are such a thing called social media managers. I get it.
Now I get it.
Oh
yes.
yes, that
Holy
I
shit.
1,000% understand that. But
Yeah.
all in all, like yes, I plan on doing it. I just one thing that I've never wanted to, and I just recently after DreamCon is when I was like, you know what? Let me stop. Because being at DreamCon around all those people, I was like, why am I even here? Like I'm a nobody. Like I was around some
Have you got
people. It was
imposter
crazy.
syndrome?
Imposter syndrome. And it was like, well, what is the actual difference? You're popular because of all your social medias and all that stuff, but we're both still really good at our craft. There was no real difference. Like you're great at what you do. I'm great at what I do. The difference was nobody knows who I am.
Because the difference
okay.
is how you play social media is like such a big factor on getting found nowadays. Dude, it's like impossible. Like it's crazy because like I don't even want to be on fucking Instagram, but like you kind of have to. And it's like I can't fucking just close my account because we run
True.
shows.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like-
especially now.
And I was like, man, like this sucks. I wish like I had not even the capacity, because I have the capacity. It's like I wish I had the enjoyment of like posting on social media. But I don't even think those motherfuckers enjoy posting.
Some people do.
Some
people love
I
that.
have met people where it's just like this. They live for this.
They live for social media.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I love living for the now. Like that's what I enjoy.
Yeah,
No, I feel you.
That's my problem. Like honestly, like not even thinking social media. I have a problem. Like I'm like I should take more just pictures in general.
Yeah.
But I don't think to. And then like there are times where I'm like I should just like not for social media, not to send to a billion
But for
people.
yourself,
just
you
so
know?
yeah, just so I can look back and be like, oh yeah, that was a fun time. Like I'm glad. That is one thing. Like even though I didn't necessarily post all of them.
But you took it for yourself.
I took a few photos
For myself.
and some people I know took photos of me at Evo and stuff, and I'm like, I'm glad I have these. They're good memories and stuff. We live in a weird
world.
digital world now.
Yeah. If we had the digital shit that we do now when I was younger, dude, I would fucking be canceled 25 times over.
I think
You
the
too,
majority
bro.
of us would, bro.
Dude, all
The
of us.
majority
all
of us. I
Anyone
mean-
that like grew up in the '90s in onward back. Like,
Done.
Everyone in
Absolutely
that time has
cooked.
said something, you know?
It's not even just said, like the actions that we used to do is like, oh shit.
Yeah.
How is that acceptable?
So glad the internet didn't exist at that point.
Okay, so that kind of answers a lot from my curiosities on you as a person. No, not as a person, but as a commentator. Because I've always been curious, and like it's funny because like tuning in to like KI, like not even on purpose, but just like being on that channel, and then like I was like, yo, it's my boy. It was fucking cool as shit. It was like a cool thing, and so now I want to know about you, bro.
What?
But before that, you said you had a question.
Oh yeah, true. You mentioned earlier.
Oh no, that was gonna be a gaming question. I was gonna ask y'all what y'all think the best fighting game of all time is.
Of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
See, that's a tricky question because I didn't even get into fighting games until MVC3. Like that was the
Okay.
one that like I played it and like I did like the little single player like tower thing or whatever, and I'm like I think I'm good at this game, and then the second I step online, I'm like holy shit, I'm not good at this game. Yeah. That was like my first step, and then that's when I met Chris. It was around the time where I met Chris, and I was at like this like club, like we're just having a gaming night at school at St. Edward's University, and I show up thinking I'm good at this game,
And he mollywopped your ass?
and I see Chris, the things I see him do in this game, and I'm like, I want to do that.
So
how do you answer?
Right? So Chris is our friend. Let me tell you
Yes,
this.
yeah.
So I met Chris through a mutual, and Chris was into fighting games. So I was like, I'll try it out. Like I thought myself relatively good at Tekken, and honestly, I consider myself pretty good. But I was never a player of Marvel vs. Capcom. I played 2 casually. I was okay. So I bought 3. I hosted a fucking fighting game night at my old apartment when I was in college.
Okay.
I heard this
Okay.
story.
So I had like a bunch of people, like 10 plus homies, just show up. Like I had like a fucking station here, there, and then there's like a main stage, the big TV. And everyone brought their PlayStations, their Xbox. We played fighting games. It was a good fucking time. We played like different games here and there. Then we decided to just play Marvel vs. Capcom at the end of the night. It's Marvel,
It's
baby.
Marvel, baby.
And okay, like I was okay, like scraping by, winning, like fucking, pretty much lost. So I'm playing Chris now, and bro, I was so fucking mad, bro. Like we played like a best of 5. Bro, I was so fucking mad, bro. I sold my PlayStation and the TV the next day. I kid you not.
Damn! No, you didn't.
No, I did. I kid you not. The same night, I fucking went on Craigslist. I listed that bitch. Sold the next day. And then Chris comes back. He's like, oh, what happened to the TV? I'm like, fuck you, bro.
Yo! Salt on another level.
Oh, no, I was so salty, bro.
Damn!
It's so funny how Chris like influenced us in
In
such
gaming.
huge ways, all through the same game.
Yeah, he did that shit to me, bro. I felt so humiliated. I was so little. I was like, because like everyone was like drinking too and stuff. It was a vibe. It was a party. So I'm over here. I'm thinking to myself, man, I got this bitch, bro. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, he humiliated me in front of everyone, bro. I sold that shit the next day. I said,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not fucking with this, bro. And then I stopped playing MVC. fuck this game, bro.
That's
This
so
game
funny because like
sucks.
that's what inspired me to get
hilarious.
into fighting games.
I got
is-
into other fighting games, like deep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got deep into like 7. I got into T7 to SF4 because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played a lot of SF4. I thought SF5 was dog.
Hayden.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hater.
I never touched it, but I don't hear good things.
No,
About
fucking
about
sucks.
The game was good.
If you compare it to 4,
The beginning of the game sucked. The rest of it was good.
and
I'm
that's
not
the
going.
thing. I think to me, the greatest fighting game was SF4.
The greatest
set
fighting
the
game was
precedent
SF4.
for modern day fighting games. To
See,
me.
and
I'm
that's why
not mad at that.
that's why I don't know. I don't know what if I can even say what the greatest fighting game is, considering that MVC3 was my first. Like so many games came before
yeah,
that.
like Third Strike.
yeah, exactly. Third Strike, MVC2, because like MVC2, everyone loved MVC2.
I loved
and
MVC2.
stuff. Like saw it
Yeah,
on like
yeah.
the Pizza Hut every time I went there and all of that.
Dive kick.
Stop.
But yeah, so like, what do you attribute to being the best like on
an ob-
execution, or do
it's
you
an objective
consider what started it all as the best?
Objective question. Because
Yeah,
if you're
so-
gonna say if you're gonna say what started out, it's fucking karate.
Yo. That was an adventure game though, bro. You walk through and you just kick guys.
So I
That was it.
guess all I can say, like, I can only speak to like out of all the games I've played, oh man, even that was a tough one though. Maybe
If you say an NRS game, I'm wiping you.
No.
You're
wait,
not,
really?
Yeah, you don't get
Really?
no.
Not even
can't
10?
be. No.
No.
Because everyone loves 10.
Not an
That's
NRS
it.
game, bro.
No NRS game gets to be the best.
the
fighting
fucking
game.
best,
It's
yeah.
just- no.
No.
Not that all the games are bad. Like they're just not. No way. No.
I agree.
Well, too bad.
That's wild, bro. That's
Well,
fucking
because
wild.
like, dude, so MVC3 is what got me like into fighting games and like what got me like learning and everything like that. But then like the first game where like I got it from the start and then used my knowledge of fighting games and like did well was the first Injustice.
Okay.
And so like I don't know, it might be that one's just my favorite just because like that was the first one where I got to like really apply everything that I learned from the start. And like I went to Acon once and there was a tournament for Injustice there and I was like cleaning shop at that tournament and it felt good. I made some people mad. There's this one guy, like this is like a memory that just sticks with me forever is I beat this one guy. I can't remember who he was playing. I was playing Deathstroke though. And yeah, I know. I was that guy.
Wait, on the older MK, did you play Ermac?
On like MK9, I was still learning a lot about fighting games at that time. On 9, I played Katana.
Okay.
But yeah, I was still learning so much about fighting games at that time. But Injustice at that tournament I was playing Deathstroke, but I ended up maining Solomon Grundy.
More respect.
Yeah, I thought so.
More respect. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
so he said Gears of War, right? Didn't you guys win a Gears of War?
No. We wished that we had entered at that same tournament, at that same convention. There was a Gears of War tournament, and we're like, we should have signed up because no one else signed up for that tournament.
They would have been
We would have
champs.
been champs at Gears of War if we had just signed up for the tournament.
For no reason? Like you wouldn't have had to play anybody?
We would have
Because there's no one to play.
zero.
But at that point, I don't think they would have let you win.
Doesn't
Like,
matter. We would have considered ourselves.
Yo.
So Curtis,
What's the word, Bird?
if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Any superpower.
Yeah. Could be for devious deeds. I don't know.
Telekinesis.
Why?
Because I just want to. This makes me sound crazy all the time. My homies, my homies and my family think that I'm crazy, dog. Like, look, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
But hear me out.
Crazy people.
That's what everyone
they
says.
usually.
With,
That's what they open with.
that's what
so
all crazy people say.
maybe don't open with that
I'm not
next time.
crazy.
Yo. All right. When I'm driving,
When you're driving.
when I'm driving, when somebody's doing something stupid, bro, I just be like,
Just move them, like.
Bro, just get it.
You know what I would do, bro?
And then I mentally watch the car fly.
Oh damn!
I'm like, all right, bro, let's go, bro.
He's the evil Xavier, bro.
Yeah, but like, is it Xavier? But like, it only works in traffic. Like, never.
No, it works for all kind of
all
stuff.
the time.
I have a lot of other scenarios, but then you'd really think I was crazy. So like, nah,
Bro,
nah.
I would
But
be
that's why. That's why.
if I had a
I gotta
power-
just be able to just be like, no, and get out of my face, bro. Like,
I
I
would
thought
be-
that
pick
same
up the
thing.
building, dog. Like,
I've
you
had,
know
that,
what I mean?
I've had that same thought where I'm sitting in traffic, except instead of just like the little flick, I mentally picture like copying and pasting it somewhere else. I'm
not
in
mad
my
at
head.
that.
I'm clicking and dragging like this entire stretch of road of cars, and just like they're just gone, and then I put
Yeah.
it somewhere else.
They're in the fucking Sahara, dude. Yeah. You know, the thing is, like, if I was to ever get superpowers, people are like, oh, I would do it for good. I would do it for evil.
Bro,
I would be a villain, 100%. I have no doubt in myself. I know who I am.
Dog, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, on accident, I would be a villain, bro. Like, it wouldn't even be on purpose. Would I have a goal? No. I would just have powers and I'd be bad, bro. Like, I'm
just a
sorry.
The people at Shield, they're like, we've been getting reports of cars just randomly flying off the highway. We need answers.
And you know what the
my
thing
gosh.
is? Like, if I had superpowers, bro, I'm a bad guy, but I'm not a bad guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wreck-It Ralph.
That's Ragged Ralph.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right. Do you have
there
any
you go.
questions for him, Dorian? Any?
So, I didn't talk to you about this beforehand, so I hope
shit.
you don't get mad at me for,
No,
for bringing this up.
No.
But so apparently you know who Mario is?
It's the kid that's at my house.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I was like,
That little punk.
Okay.
That little punk.
Wait, why is he a punk?
Let me give you the story. So you're talking about like interpersonal stories in the fighting game community, right?
Okay.
He's a Mortal Kombat player also, right?
Okay.
And like months ago now, I can't remember when this started.
Dude,
but
it's
like,
months ago.
But Jay told me like, hey, like my kid's friend Mario is a big MK player, and like I don't know, did you tell him about me or something? Like
Yeah, because he was playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like for the beta.
Yeah.
The beta for MK1.
And
Okay.
so he told Mario about me and like basically set up this match, and I was like, okay, like I'll fight him and stuff, cause like, and he even before he showed up, he sent me a video of Mario doing like some like crazy long smoke combo and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I saw the combo, and I'm like, that's not a bad combo. Like, I'm like, getting like a little like, okay, maybe this kid's actually like pretty good or something. And so he comes over, we fight. I just
washes
destroy
him.
I destroy him, and like. After a little bit, he starts introducing like rules. Like he's like, okay,
Yo.
this time, like, okay, you can't throw me this time. And I'm like, okay, like, still beat him. He's like, okay, you can't like do the same move like twice in a combo. Like he starts adding rule after rule after rule until eventually he's like, I can't even use my cameo, which is like,
Yo.
and so it's like 20 rules in. Finally, he wins, and then he's just like, he pops off. He pops
I
off.
love it.
And
What'd he
like
call
every game I won before that, he was just like that. See, it's just a warm up round. It's just a warm. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count.
So what'd he call you, though?
And so he wins that one. He pops off. That's the one that counts. And apparently, a thing with the kids these days is like if you like school someone, you're like, you're my son now, right? You call him like your son. And so he starts calling me like, oh, you're my son. You're my son. And like. At the moment of that, I tried to be cordial. I was like, yeah, you got me. But then I hear him, he's talking shit. Like after that. He starts talking a lot of shit. And like, I'll face him in a few matches here and there, but every time it's just like, that one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. This is just warm-up matches, right? And so I come up with this idea recently where, I've gotten a little bit more into WWE recently. And so in WWE, like, there'll be someone who has the championship title, right? And they'll have matches, but they're not official title matches. Then they'll have the official title match, which is like where it's on the line. The championship is on the line. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to steal that idea and be like, all right, Mario, you little punk.
Dad. Call him Dad right now.
Damn.
I refuse.
Yikes.
I refuse.
Dang, even though you're his son,
I refuse.
I'll make the rules.
So,
I'll make the rules.
okay, sure, fine. But I come up with this idea. I'm like, okay, let's have a title match for the title
Winner
of
take
being
all.
able to say the other one's your son.
Okay. No, you lost.
And I'm like, like, hey, let's have this match, and let's do it big.
Grand. Commentator, you and everything.
I want
Okay.
us to have like intro music,
Walking music.
and everything.
We can do this in my garage.
Yeah.
By the way.
And I was wondering, I wanted to ask you, would you be able to commentate this title match?
Bro, let's get it.
Oh, let's fucking
Bro,
go.
that is my type
Let's
of shit right
fucking
there.
Go.
That's my
and
jam.
so, yeah, because I'm like, all right, if none of these other matches count, let's have this one count.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
I
So,
love it.
In front of everybody. You'll be there. Let's have a bunch of people there. Let's have him count. You know what? He may even win. Who knows? He's been practicing,
Okay.
but, he also didn't go to Evo. Like, I'm the one that's there, actually. But
all right.
He pulled up.
He's
He pulled
also
up.
16 years old.
Yo.
Hey, I don't fucking care. If you're going to talk shit,
You better back it up.
you better back it up.
Gotta back it up.
what I'm
That's
saying.
right.
All
That's
right.
right.
So, we will check with you on the schedule because we want that.
I'm with it.
Oh,
Let's do
shit.
it.
That
Let's
is
do
too hilarious.
It's so stupid.
I gotta be part of that. That's nonsense. I love it.
So stupid. It's so good. I love it.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, do you have any other questions aside from that before I go
Aside
back?
from that, I have one, but it's a stupid question now that I think
Well, I
about
like
it.
stupid
Stupid
Go
questions
ahead.
are great.
I was gonna ask you, like, this is like a very technical question
Okay.
as far as shoutcasting goes, because like I've never tried it myself,
Okay.
but like I've been at like parties or get-togethers and where fighting games are happening, and I'm like, dude, shoutcast, like this is one of those things that is harder than it looks, because I'm like, how do you when a match is going on, how do you know like when do you describe what's happening technically, and like when do you just go
do
full like
flavor.
hype man mode?
Yeah.
How is it in the moment that you know what to say and describe? Because
And,
you
like,
don't want to be
hype.
describing every little thing. You want
That's
to
true.
let it play out. So like how does
do
this
that?
work?
So we'll go for a simple man's explanation, right? So
I'm a
say
simple
you're like, do you guys watch any sports? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball? Yes.
Yeah, I watch
All right.
basketball. All
I
sports.
think most people watch basketball, so I'll use that as my setup here. If you're watching a basketball game, when the ball's getting moved around the perimeter, you understand that right now you are looking at how the team is formulating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are they cutting back door? Are they? All right, so now you know that it's a calm moment. Once you see a cut, as the commentator, you're going to see the cut happen, and you're looking for the pass to happen. If the pass happens, catches it on the baseline, oh, and he dunks on him. Okay?
Uh-huh.
You saw it develop. Same thing with any game. I don't care if we're talking about Apex or a fighting game. As a fighting game, they have cadence. So, like, if he gets touched by this button, you know nothing crazy is going to happen out of it. And it's going to lead to a knockdown. Now you're going to be like, okay, and here comes a situation where blah, blah, blah. And then he gets hit. But if he gets hit with something big, you know it's hype time because it's about to get crazy. Right? So it's just by understanding what you're looking at. You got to know as a top player, what is he going to go for? And then sometimes you get tripped up because a top player in a game might go for something that you're not expecting, which makes it even more hype, because if you're not expecting it, then the crowd's not expecting it. So it just makes it hype. So generally, the commentator's job is to fill air. So while you're filling the air, you're just talking about random things or talking about the stuff that's going on in a match to make sure that there's no dead silence. And then you're looking for a build-up so you can create a storyline that leads into the bang. You get
That's
what
the
I'm
whole
saying?
thing, right? Because
That's
like
the whole job.
being able to craft a storyline is not easy.
Not at all.
Especially with something like a fighting game, like even football or basketball. Basketball, not as much, but like football it's a play-by-play, right?
Yeah.
Fighting game, everything's happening
So quick.
so fast.
And yet you're able to create
Yeah.
like a story that makes it not just interesting, but like makes it colorful, right? So like that's something I always wondered. It's like, how the fuck are they like telling me what the fuck is happening and are still putting their own commentary on it?
yeah.
Like,
So-
let me give an example. So
Go
like
ahead, go ahead.
with Punk winning Street Fighter, easy story to tell, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the mountain he has never climbed until this Evo, where he won it all. That's a story that wrote itself.
Yes.
But for like other games, like there's
when
no
you-
story.
when you're
pre-built.
commentating
Yes.
pools, and it's just a bunch of like
Random.
Yeah,
That's
how the
the
fuck you do
example
that?
I was going to give you, right? So if you're commentating, because you said that perfect. There are matches that have a story that's already built in for you, and you can play into that story as much as you want, and then it just gives you an easier commentary road, and you got to make sure that you're not popping off in moments that diminish the real moment, right? That like, oh, he hit a crazy combo early on. You can't get to the craziest octave because you're still looking for the end, and that needs to be the loudest moment for the close of the match on who decided this win between these two guys that have met in top 8 2 times each, and then won 2 times each the last time they met, right? So you got to make that the moment, not all the other stuff happening in it. So that's the hard part in those, right? But if it's a pools match, one of the things that, like, there's all kinds of different ways that other commentators like to go about it. But one of the ways I like to build a story is like, okay, we don't know this guy, and we don't know what the heck's going on with them. We don't know how they play. We don't know anything. So, all right, they're fighting, and I've watched this guy try to overhead him 4 times. He has not landed any of them, but he has not been punished for any of them. So now I have now created the narrative of, well, we saw in round number 1, he tried the overhead multiple times, but we're going to see if he goes for another option if his opponent's ready for it, because we saw all 4 of those get blocked. So now once he goes for that low, let's see if he's ready for that one, and boom, the low hits. It's a full combo conversion into the corner, right? We just built something out of nothing.
Dude,
and
that's
gave
like,
you something to look forward to, and if it happens while you're saying it, even more icing on the cake.
dude, that's like so difficult in my head. Like I can't even.
it's such a simple
To you,
when
like,
you
you're
explain
describing
it. It
simple.
seems
Yeah,
like
yeah.
such a simple concept, but like
It's
because what
not.
you're describing is essentially like pattern recognition, right? Like
Yes.
You sort of need a test round or two to see like, okay, this is how this guy plays, this is how this guy plays, and now we can build something off of that.
Oh, no,
Okay, that's
dude.
interesting.
That's
That's-
interesting and hard.
Yeah,
it's-
you gotta think on the fly with that kind of shit.
There's elements that are obviously easy, but finding what's going to be interesting to talk about, making sure that you're not. I don't know how to. When I talk about not making a moment more hype than it actually is, that's something I think a lot of commentators do that aren't great at their job, which there's a lot of. But a lot of commentators do that, and I think that the problem is when somebody sits behind there, they don't realize that it's not about you.
It's about.
It's about the match.
Right,
So
right.
you yelling because you thought something was cool, if you're not paying attention to making sure that match gets its full recognition, and you're blowing up over every little thing, and then the end happens, and then you're like, and there it goes. And that's a 2-1 victory for this guy. Like, bro, when he goes back to watch that, it feels like he's watching you commentate instead of him playing, and you also didn't break down enough about the game for him to get anything from it. So I like as a caster to give insight on situations as it's going on to make sure that when you go back and watch your game, if you're a pools player, when you go back to watch it, you're gonna be like, holy crap, because I'm gonna talk shit. So I'm gonna be like, I don't understand why he keeps doing this setup. He's -7 and he's gonna get punished every single time. There's the punish again, right? So I'm gonna keep saying that type of stuff. So when you go back and watch it, you're gonna be like, dang, I really can't do that. Like, okay, what was I supposed to do? And I'm gonna say it in the match. He should be doing, oh, okay, maybe I should try that. And then, I like to say in that little gap in between getting the next game, I like to say stuff like, and good stuff to, this guy. He ended up losing that one to 0-2. But, just go back, watch the tapes, make sure that you figure out what you did wrong, and we'll see you back here next time. Texas Showdown's coming up next. Hopefully I'll see you there, and hopefully you have a better run. Next up we have, stuff like that.
Wow. You make it sound simple, for the record. It is not fucking simple.
And you know what? I think it's perfectly fine for you to be like, look, I'm just fucking good at this.
In all honesty, it is not fucking simple.
You gotta be thinking on the
I've been
fly.
doing it for
And
a long
like,
time. It's I don't know.
Okay.
Like something cringe, like, because I've watched online streams, and I've been like, let me practice just in my chair, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm like stumbling over my words. I can't even talk that fast. So it's really something. I think it's a talent. It's a talent that that people
I
like you
cannot
have.
do that. Like 100%.
Yeah.
I've tried doing that shit too, like
think
that.
you can.
Yeah.
I can. No, I can't.
It's just
like,
that first phase, man.
No.
People just got to get past that
It-
first
it's-
phase.
it's
It's
the-
difficult, but once you get it, you should get it. Now, don't get me wrong. So everybody's not going to be Sajam. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to get that great. Everybody's not going to be able to get
I
that
love
great.
Sajam, bro. The
But
Sajam slam.
you know, it's doable.
And the whole thing where you're like, oh, I'm calling them out. It's like, it's good.
Mm.
I wish the commentators told Chris, fucking press 2. It's a
I
2
know-
break.
dude. I know, like, oh god, yeah. There's
Bro, you
yeah,
ate the
there's-
fucking grab 4 times. It's a fucking 2 break.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Chris.
So I do have one. I don't know if it's. Did you have any other questions? Because
No.
I think I have a decent one to end the.
Yeah, let's end
the
it.
episode with. So you kind of mentioned a bit ago when you were giving your spiel there, like there's a lot of bad examples out there. But I want to ask you, like, who
did.
do you think is like, the tops as far as like one of the some of the best shoutcasters out there for the fighting game community?
For the fighting game
Yeah,
community?
yeah.
Spooky.
Look, I like.
Anyway.
Yipes.
Because like I mean honestly like
Contrast, yeah.
I love Yipes.
Yeah.
Like he's one of my favorite to watch. But like even then I'm like I think he's the most fun to watch. But I don't know if I would say that he's technically the best.
He's not the best.
You know.
All right, let's hear it from someone who does this.
That's why I'm
passionately.
curious. That's why I'm curious.
Yipes is so underrated, and I can't stand that I don't see him on more stages.
Same.
Yo, for real,
because like I think that he just like you guys just did it. He gets written off as the fun guy, but the guy he knows when to just be Yipes and be saying his nonsense, and then he also knows when to hone it in and get to that storyline and get to the technical breakdown. And he knows he's so insanely good at feeding his co-caster. He will allow the co-caster to
I'll say
be
that.
the technical and all that stuff. And this is something that most people won't pay attention to. You will never hear Yipes talk over his co-caster. Ever.
That's a good point.
Ever.
That's a good point. I was about to
Because
say
he's doing cues that people aren't seeing. Like he will, if he starts to hear you saying something, and as you're closing your words, if he doesn't know if you're gonna stop, he'll do something. Boom, and then you're like, all right, and then I cut it, and then he's gonna go, and then when he's going, he's gonna be going, and he might be like. And he's gonna do this to let you know that is not the finish. He's gonna keep going, and then when he's done, and then you go. He's rocking, bro. Like Yipes is.
Dude,
He's
'cause
got-
I
yeah.
love
Yipes and Sajam are probably the goats of the
the
fighting
goats of
community.
really.
No question.
I was about to say like
James Chen is my favorite commentator, by the way. But,
Oh, you like James
but
Chen?
he's my favorite commentator, but I do think that Sajam and Yipes are the best. James Chen is amazing, but James Chen is my favorite because of tenure and his passion. He loves
it.
every second of it. Doesn't matter what game he's casting.
Yeah.
He's just so elated to be there. So, like, he's my favorite for how much he loves what he does. But those two are the best to me.
yeah, chemistry. Yeah, that is something to really think about.
I never thought about that for
'cause
Yipes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I love Yipes just on his own, but like when I think back, some of like my favorite moments were it was him and Chris Matrix.
Yeah.
The two of them together like were such a dynamic
so
duo,
good.
and it's like because of that chemistry and like they just worked so well off of each other. But it sounds like Yipes, like he just like you're able to slide him into with anyone,
can
and
throw him
because he
anywhere.
can just work with anyone.
And,
He
and
knows
you know
what he's
what? For since we're naming people that y'all probably don't know. Here's a quick clip of Yipes going the fuck off.
Yes.
Then I'll pause that. Then boom, we're back.
Boom,
so
we're
like,
back.
I like
Yeah.
Yipes because of the energy. Like,
Yes.
dude, and I never like realized it that he gave room for his co-cast.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. Like, especially with the Punk win on Evo. Jesus, bro, when he was talking, I got emotional. I almost wanted to fucking cry because Punk finally, like, Yipes was crying on stream
Yes.
because like he felt so strongly about it, and like I think that you're right. I never realized how underrated it was because yeah, he's the fun guy.
Yeah, like it's what he's seen as, but he's so professional. I don't know. Yipes needs to. Yipes. The way that you see, I'm not gonna throw names. When you watch broadcasting, you see repeat guys over and over and over, and then they're on that one, and then they're invited to this con, and then they're on this, and then on Twitch Rivals. Where's Yipes, bro? Like
That's what
just let Yipes do it, dog. Like, not to take anything from anybody else. I don't want y'all to lose your money. I look, dog. Like, y'all taking money I want. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying, Yipes is that dude. Let him get the bread.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And I think that's one more question before we close it off.
Okay.
Who is the most famous person on your phone?
The most famous person in my phone.
Go ahead, pull it up. Go ahead.
It's interesting. Let me see.
Yeah, bet nobody asked that.
That's a new one. Let me see. Oh, I got it.
All right, who is it?
I have. It's not actually a famous person. Well, I mean, hold on. I have some of the RDC people's numbers. Okay.
Ooh,
I have that.
way.
I have that. No, hey. But then, but I would say like closely adjacent that I can actually reach out to. I have Chief Keef's manager.
Okay.
Hold on. This was supposed to close.
I met him at Evo last year.
Sorry.
You met Chief. Oh no, the manager at
Yeah,
Evo.
yeah.
I was about to have my mind blow that you met Chief Keef at Evo.
At Evo?
No.
You have Keith's manager
Yes.
on your phone.
Yes.
What the fuck?
So thanks for joining us on Game Tasting. Another great episode.
Yep. Hey, go ahead. Where can they find you? Because you're bad at social media.
Horrible at it. Zip
Boom,
Maste
boom, boom.
Flex. Zip Maste Flex on all platforms. Mainly, if you're going to go to Twitter, there I am. If you're going to go to my Twitch, go over there. Look, if you go to the Twitch, I haven't streamed in a little bit, but I promise tonight. Well, I don't know what day this is airing.
coming out.
But right, but I'm going to be streaming.
Check
again.
anyways.
I always have little weird hiatuses where it's like 2 to 3 weeks where I don't stream, but then I have I go hard for a month. So you'll catch me. You'll catch me.
Yeah.
Hey, Zip Maste Flex.
All
Zip Maste
platforms.
Flex. Zip Maste Flex.
Check him out.
Check him out.
He's a
Hey,
real one.
that's it. Stay hydrated. Drink more water. Call your mom. Tell them you love her.
Yes.
Bye, guys.